Today we are starting the first installment of my holiday looks. The 3 looks throughout the next 4 weeks are going to be a silver/white, it's probably more of a white, a rose gold, and a regular gold. Today I am going to be doing the white one. I am going to grab my tape and I'm going to tape off my eyes so we have a clean line of shadow. And how I'm doing this is I'm lining it up right with my lower lash line up to my brow, just like that. And with this tape, I'm just taking it on the back of my hand and taking a little bit of the stickiness off so it doesn't pull. Alright, now that those are in place, we're going to prime the lids, because you always want some kind of primer, especially when it's Christmas and it's the holiday season and you're going to be with your family and they're going to be driving you crazy. First step is we're going to get our blender brush and we are blah 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 blah. I'm going for a cool light brown, which is my favorite option for that is Naked 2 from the Naked Basics 1 palette. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to use that as a transition color. I don't want anything warm because we're not using any warm colors. We're using white and black. That's really it. So I am popping Naked 2 right in the crease. And I'm really not trying to build this color up. It's just going to act as a buffer. So if you can tell that I have eyeshadow on, great, that means that you have a really good eye. But if you can't tell that I have eyeshadow on right now, that's fine too, because I'm not trying to make it super obvious in that I have eyeshadow on. Alright, now it's time to go in with the black on, and I'm going to take this tapered blending brush from Sigma. I like it because it's tapered to a point, so you can use it in the crease and you can get in there in the crease. So I'm taking Corrupt from Makeup Geek and I'm going to tap off my brush. And I'm going to start, this is going to be very light, and I'm going to build it up, but I'm going to start in the very outer V. I'm going to kind of, well, the tape, this is what the tape is here for, to make that winged out look, to draw the eyes upward, and see, you can already see that it's making that kind of look right there. And especially if you are not that great at lining your eyes, this is a great technique to use because it still gives you that kind of wing without having to struggle with liner. So that one layer's on. I'm gonna go and try and build it up in the crease a little bit. And this is especially when you want to wear a primer so that this black doesn't crease, because that would be kind of hideous. So after these 2 rounds, I'm going to go in with my blending brush, any kind of blending, big fluffy brush, and blend it upwards, because I don't really want it blended onto the lid, except for out here on the outer V. That is it. And that is the finished black. I am going to do this eye and then meet you back at this one. Look at that line, it could slice somebody. So once we're done, oh god, this tape is very sticky this morning. We're going to remove the tape, and this is what you get. A very sharp line. So because I don't want this line so harsh, I'm going to go in with the same brush we used Naked 2 on, and I'm not going to get any more product. but I'm gonna just kind of zhuzh a little bit. Try and see if I can make this line a lot less harsh. So I'm not gonna circular motion it because I don't really want to drag it down, but I'm just kind of then gonna do this. It actually isn't gonna soften it a lot. If you want, you can kind of take your finger, but it's so sharp. It could just literally slice someone. If you wanted to add some liner, you can with this. I don't really want to, just because I'm gonna add some white, so I really want everything to come together. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna take a little shader brush with same kind of black, dab some of the excess off onto my hands, and then I'm just kind of push it into the lash line. Let me zoom you in. I'm kind of just gonna push it into the lash line. My favorite white is Snow from the Lorac 2 palette. So I'm going to take that on a little tiny brush, and I'm not actually going to use any like Fix Plus or any kind of liquid to intensify the white, because I just want it to like dust over. So I'm going to get that Snow and then start it right here, and then kind of diffuse it into the black. Focusing all of this white right here, and then I'll kind of work it into the black. I want the inner corner to be the most intense. All the way over, I'm stopping right here and then blending with my finger over. And then once you like it, I'm going to blend away some of that shadow that has hit my top here. And voila! The eyes are done. I'm actually going to put on falsies, and I'm going to use my favorites, Minx 2.0 from Socialize. I'm going to put these on, and then I'll see you back in a minute. Okay, once the lashes are on, I am going to start my face makeup. So, I am using Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer on my nose and possibly around it up here. And then this on the perimeter of my face. Oh, I should probably tell you what this is. Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Focal. I'm going to take a mix of two foundations, the Makeup Forever HD in Y345 and the Revlon Photo Ready in 003 Shell. I'm mixing these two because I'm not that light, and I'm definitely not that dark. So I'm kind of on the back end of my tan where there's no tan left on my face at all, but still enough on my body and stuff to where you can tell that there is a difference. And I'm going to dot this all over my facial regions. I love the Makeup Forever HD foundation. I love the finish. I love how it sits on my face. I love how it wears. I love everything about it. And when I ordered it for like the very first day of tan. So it's really, really dark. And I am just pressing, kind of blending, mostly pressing that into my skin. Because if you didn't know, pressing gives a little bit more of a coverage. And when we're done with that, it's time for concealer. I am using, like always, the Instant Age Rewind Concealer from Maybelline. I'm going to take a little brush and just tap that in. Tap, 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 tap. Now watch this line up here. You could be going ham on your concealer and cover that line up. While that sits, we are going to fill in our brows. And my brow pencil is actually a little wrong of a color. Unfortunately, like it's really, you can't even see that. I don't know why I bothered. Oh, it's this side. It's really dark compared to the red of my hair. So I'm trying to like find something else to fill them in with, like maybe an eyeshadow. We're gonna get a little angle brush and go on with some paint. This is the color I use for blondes when I'm filling in their eyebrows. I use paint, but I don't really have a dark brown. And all of my dark browns are shimmery. Plus, I just don't feel like going so hard today on my brow. See? Yeah, that looks fine. Now that that has happened, I'm going to grab this. I've been using this Sephora Bright Set powder that is like hella yellow. It's okay. I'm not like super in love with it. It's really, really yellow. So I'm going to swirl that around, get some on my brush, tap out my eyes. I try and kind of like tilt my head down and then look at the mirror, so that way it kind of equivalates me looking up, but I can see what I'm doing. So I'll tilt my head down, look in the mirror, and then tap very lightly to set, because I don't want to push it in there, because that creates some texture under my eyelids, which I do not want. It's an okay powder. I don't know how I feel about it yet. For some reason, I think I have such dry under eyes that no matter what concealer I use, it always creases anyways. So, oh well. I'm going to cover up this blemish here. I always like to set my blemish, or not set. I always like to put it on and let it kind of dry some, because I feel like the concealer works a little better. So I'm going to set my brows while that does that with the Anastasia, actually, clear brow gel that I am running out of. Alright, so I'm going to take the same foundation brush and blend that out. And then I'm going to go in with some loose powder. This is from like L'Oreal. And it said translucent. It said translucent, but it's a kind of like light color. It's not white, but it is kind of translucent. Oh my god, I cannot talk. Translucent. It doesn't add any color. We're going to set that foundation. To contour the nose with, of course, the only one I ever use, the Anastasia shaping powder and Fawn. To contour your face, you don't have to. I am going to contour it slightly I don't really contour all that much anymore. I contour my chin and my nose, and that's it. I find it takes a really long time to try and contour the entire face like I used to. So I'm gonna just dab a little bit in the hollows. That is all the contour that I'm going to do. But for blush, oh my god, I love this blush so much. This is Madly from NARS, and I got this when I ordered the Makeup Forever, which was like a few weeks ago. And I have used it every single day. I have used no other blush but this one. It is so neutral. It goes with everything, and I now know why every single beauty guru, I now know why every single beauty guru has it on YouTube, because it is fantastic. Look at that, just peachy neutral glow. It is just wonderful. I love it. You don't even know how much I love this blush. And then grab, it's Christmas, so you want to be highlighted. So of course you're going to use the best highlighter. Oh my god. So of course you're going to strobe up. So first I'm going to use Champagne Pop. Champagne Pop. Look at that glow. Oh my god, Becky. A tip on the nose, right above the eyebrows. Just because you want to glow, you want to illuminate the room. A little bit on the Cupid's bow. And then, because we're crazy, I'm going to take a little from the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette, and I'm going to take this, like, it's a CoverGirl brush, I'm pretty sure. It looks like this, and I'm going to take the very middle shade, which is my favorite from this palette, obviously, because it's the only one that has like a dent in it, and I'm going to put this just right here. Like literally just right on top of that Champagne Pop. Just for some extra highlight. So, the last thing you saw was me putting on the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder and Incandescent Light on top of the Champagne Pop. And then after that, I took the same brush with no more product on it. I used the same brush I used in the crease for the black. I kind of took it just down on the lower lash line and used some of the excess off of that brush on my lower lash line. And then I used, for my bottom mascara, my bottom lash mascara, I used the L'Oreal Telescopic Shocking Extensions mascara because I like the wand. And then for my inner waterline, I used the L'Oreal Silk Me liner in Noir. And for the very last steps, oh my god. And for the very last step, we are lips. Now, of course, for the holidays, everybody loves a classic red lip. So because this eye look is very neutral, I'm gonna pair it with a red lip. I'm gonna pair it. Today's just been great. I'm gonna pair it with a red lip. So I am using, oh, we're not even gonna try and talk and do that at the same time. We are using Rimmel's Lasting Finish Lip Liner in Red Dynamite. Red lip because I have some shimmer on my eyes. I'm going to use the Maybelline matte lipstick in Siren and Scarlet, which is a red matte. once you're done with the lips, we are going to set your face because you want your makeup to last. Fan, 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 fan. And that is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to tag me in any pictures, or if you recreate this look, of course. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my upcoming holiday videos. I am going to sprinkle in a few surprises, hopefully if I can get people to collab with me. And that sounded really desperate. It really wasn't coming from a desperate place. And I will see you next Saturday. Bye.